Hi guys, it's Mike with the Tiki Treehouse. Flying solo today. We got some information from Disney Cruise Lines and we wanted to make sure this got out as quickly as possible because this is going to affect the process for your cruises this fall. So wanted to make sure we get this out as quickly as possible. So we're going to dive right in. First, pre-sailing testing. So all 11 and unders have to have a COVID test prior to sailing. The window, though, for what Disney wanted has changed. It used to be you had to have it in between 5 days and 24 hours. You had to have a negative PCR test. Well, now it's been changed. It's now 3 days to 24 hours, which takes that window and truncates it. So you got to make sure to plan for that. Be aware of that. Make sure you're getting it back in that timetable. And remember, that has to be a PCR test, a rapid PCR or a lab PCR, but it cannot be an antigen test. It has to be a PCR test. So along with that testing, or along the vein of testing, all guests are now required to get a COVID test before boarding the ship. So at the port, everybody, la-di-da-di, everybody is getting a test. So before vaccinated people did not need it. Now vaccinated passengers have to have it too. So everybody boarding that ship is going to get a test, whether they're, the younger age group that isn't vaccinated, that can't be vaccinated yet, and they just had their PCR, they're going to get the test just like they have been. And now everybody is going to be tested, which just take that into account. Plan ahead when your travel time that the lines are going to be, there's going to be some waiting. So take that into account in your planning for arrival. Again, when you schedule your arrival times, but also just be prepared to stand in line. And everyone's going through this, so just be prepared. Have some patience. This is a change in the process, but it is ultimately to keep people safe. Speaking of safe, the Safe Passage website. So there's some changes there on the timetable for that as well. So beginning August 31st, they have changed that timetable when you can register for the Safe Passage website and upload your documentation, upload your vaccination information, has changed from 33 days out to 15 days out. Now, obviously, that's gonna matter. You're gonna have to make sure you stay on that. So you have less time to get that registered. Again, not a big deal. You have your card, you have your information, you can still go through all that. Just make sure that you're doing that and you're paying attention to that. You may have been like us and have it on the calendar already circled 33 days out, that when you can start doing that, move that 15 days and, do not forget that. That is very important. Recap, the three big things that came out today. Pre-sailing testing has changed. For the window is changed. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. 2, all guests are going to be required to get that COVID test. And I know it's uncomfortable, nobody wants to, but guess what? It's to keep us safe, and it's required. And then the Safe Passage changes on that timetable. It's going to now, again, that's changed from 33 to 15 days out. Just let us know in the comments. If you have any questions, please, we'll do everything we can to try to find out the information for you if you're not sure. And you have a wonderful day.